Okay, so I'm getting the energy of a couple here, a couple, and romantic couple. These people are together, or they could be married, or they could, whatever, but they're a romantic couple. And it's like I heard Bonnie and Clyde. And if you know who Bonnie and Clyde is, like whenever you hear someone say Bonnie and Clyde, they're talking about people that like go, cause destruction. Like they go cause crimes, they go commit crimes, you know what I'm saying? You know, like Bonnie and Clyde, they work together to cause crimes and cause destruction, but they're a team. They work together with it. They're not doing like good things. It's not like they, fighting crime. They're creating crime. So this is the energy of this couple where this couple is just as toxic as the other person. Like they are like a match made in hell, because I couldn't say a match made in heaven, because these people don't really have such a strong relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that type of, spiritual connection, that strong spiritual connection with God, where they have a God conscience, where they are, you know, having empathy, having compassion. They don't love unconditionally. They don't have that God conscience where they think about things before they do so, or they have the opportunity to self-reflect after something happens when they know they've caused harm. They don't have a God conscience. Somebody could play like they do, like they could possibly, read the word, or they could go to church or whatever, but they haven't had a strong, you know, development with God, because they don't have a strong development of their self. Because in order for them to truly grow with God, they have to grow as a person, they have to grow in spirit, and they have to face themselves. So it's as if they're having this relationship with God. It's very surface level, because it's on top of, oh, thank you, Spirit. It's on top of all of that trauma that they are suppressing and this fake personality that they have created, but it's not who they truly are at the core. So yeah, it may look like they have a good relationship with God because they read the word, they go to church, they know the word, they can talk about it, but they don't have a much in-depth relationship with God, because they don't have a strong in-depth relationship with themselves. They haven't met themselves very deeply. They only know God on a surface level, and they only know themselves surface level. And this couple has this bad habit of, they will come into agreement with something and be wrong about something, but they still will be wrong about it together. Like they will choose to collectively go against another person, and neither one of them has morals to think if this is right or wrong. Like they coincide and go with each other. Like they are each other's mouthpiece, pretty much telling the same narrative. Oh, part two. Okay, part two to the reading about the Bonnie and Clyde couple. Okay, so this couple here is very toxic. They are very unhealed. They have a lot of insecurities that the both of them individually have not worked through. So these individuals, like, they have their own, everyone has their own insecurities, right? They have their own insecurities as a person that they are refusing to deal with. And because they refuse to deal with those insecurities, they show up in their relationship, and it causes issues within their relationship. But let me tell you about this. This is the type of couple where they are holding on to this relationship that they have for dear life. And it's almost as if them holding on is causing more pain than letting it go. It's like they don't really have much of a strong foundation that's keeping it afloat. You know what I'm saying? Like, relationships need more than just friendship and loyalty for it to need much more than that for it to actually have a stronger foundation. Like, this is good for a friendship, but as far as them being in a romantic, partnership, companionship, there is not a strong enough foundation when it comes to partnership that's going to keep this afloat. And that's where they're having so many struggles, but they're holding on to this relationship for dear life because they do not want other people to look at them in a negative light. They don't want to be the married couple that got divorced. They don't want to be the ones that have to co-parent and live in two separate homes. They have felt like they've been together for so long, and they think, what's the point of throwing in a towel now? We've been together for this long. We might as well just keep toughing it out. But it's as if they are sacrificing their own happiness and sacrificing their own freedom just for the status, to say that they have something, when they know truly deep down they're not happy and they're not fulfilled. And because of this, they see other people with more freedom and they envy that person. They envy those people and they single that person out, or they scapegoat that person, make that person out to be their punching bag because of their own issues that they refuse to deal with. So because they have issues within themselves and issues within their relationship, they don't want nobody else to worry about, to know about that. And they don't want to fix and deal with those issues. So they distract themselves by causing trauma and pain and drama and chaos in everybody else's life, just so that they don't have to focus on their own. You see, these people are not trying to help people through their problems. They're hurting people in the process and also hindering them and making their problems worse because of the negative energy that they're projecting. They're not helping, they're hindering.